Welcome to Chesswood Arena. Here we are for Game 2 of the weekend, championship weekend here. The Nepean Wildcats falling 2-1 to Stony Creek yesterday in a bit of a do-or-die situation here today against the Barrie Sharks, who also dropped their first game to Etobicoke yesterday. Looks like there'll be no anthem and no starting lineups. We're going to get right to it today. Face-off controlled by Barrie. Gibbs now with it for Nepean. Moving up ahead towards Barrie. Barrie tips it forward to McKinnon. Barrie trying to get it out. They do now. McMullen with the puck now. Malaya over across to Gibbs. Gibbs ahead to Barrie. Barrie keeping it alive. Moving up towards McMullen. She'll send it in deep. Head for a change. Wildcats get some new skaters out there. Barrie on their breakout now, trying to pass through the middle. Severn's got it. Flips it in deep. Serial Deer and nets for the Wildcats today. Maggie Houston picks up the puck. Houston across center, sends it across corner. Hollingsworth in the pinch, misses the puck. Mulvihill picks it up though. Should turn it around, get it into the zone. Longo centers it, goes off of Houston's skate. Still in the middle. Mulvihill tries to keep it alive. And a one-on-one now. Keller against Jones. That shot goes off Jones' skates into the corner. Jones with the puck now. Ahead to Hollingsworth. Hollingsworth to Houston. Houston tips it forward and chases after it in the corner. Houston works it back out to Jones. Jones takes a quick shot on the body. Save made by the Barrie goaltender. Davis Door. That's for Barrie today. Face-off control by Nepean. Gardner works it over to Biel. Biel down in deep along the boards. Gets it taken away. Barrie coming back to the right. Puck knocked loose by Jones. Connor coming in to try and take it away. Barrie's pass through the middle. That's going to be icing. Be another icing. There it is. It's out in the Barrie zone. Barrie controlled the face-off and get it out. McMullen now picking up the loose puck. Over to Gibbs. Gibbs through the middle. Bouncing puck goes over McMullen's stick. Picked off by Barrie. That shot goes wide of the net. Gibbs taking the puck out of the corner, flips it off the glass. Longo with it now. Head to Barrie. Barrie backhands it towards Mulvihill. Good passer. Mulvihill with the puck now. Cross ice to Hollingsworth. Hollingsworth centering pass, picked off. And it's a 3-on-1, 4-on-1 come back the other way. Barrie though running out of room of their own players. Save made by Ildir. Face off control by Barrie. Puck comes out of the zone. We'll have to get back on side. Sends it in cross corner. Sador goes out to play it. Kept in by Francis. Her shot reflects into the mesh. Sorry, Donaldson with the shot. Backhand shot by Barrie goes wide. Barrie with it, cuts to the middle. Sends it wide of the net. Behind the net, McKinnon centers it. Puck comes, the net comes off the mooring, so we'll have a whistle. Face off one by Nepean. Gibbs. Her shot off a shin pad gets blocked out of play. Donaldson goes back for it for the Wildcats. Donaldson plays ahead towards McKinnon, bounces over her stick. McMullen's going to get there first, though. No icing. McMullen tries to center it. Blocked by the defender. One-timer in front pad saved by Sador. Mulvihill in close, takes another shot. Saved by Sador again. Rebound still loose, though. McKinnon picks it up. Cuts to the middle. Loses the handle, though, as she got in tight. Barrie clearing the puck out of the zone. Barrie keeping it in. Sending it in deep. Going for a change. Longo picks up that puck. Has it knocked away. Mulvihill comes in to get it. Over to Francis. Francis back to Mulvihill. Mulvihill shot on net. Deflects wide. Hollingsworth battling for it. Gets it to Houston. Houston back out to Mulvihill. She takes a shot. Goes off the skate. Bouncing puck comes through the front of the net. No one there for Nepean, though. That'll be a high stick call. Mulvihill played it over her shoulders. Nepean's own face-off coming up. Nepean controlling the face-off. Ahead to Longo. Longo now. Sends it towards the net. Sador stops it. Can't control the rebound. Barrie there to clear out of harm's way. Jones now with the puck. Cross center, flips it ahead towards Hollingsworth. Hollingsworth drops it back to Houston. Houston comes through the middle. Runs into a wall of Sharks. Can't get through. Yell trying to keep it in the blue line. It comes out. Barrie now coming the other way. Jones picks it up across to Yell. Yell head off of Gardner's stick. Isidore stops it up. Case starting to pick up a bit here. Maddie McKay in the lineup again for the Wildcats, taking the place of Sydney Samiga. Biel with it now, off the boards, gets it to McKay. McKay skates it in, has it knocked away. Gardner there to pick it up, her backhand pass. Picked off by Barrie. Barrie now trying to break out the other way. Gibbs with the puck. Plays off the boards towards McKay. She lets it go through. McMullen gets down there in the corner. Bray intercepted that, blocked that pass. Still ended up on a very sick shot over the head of Gil Deer. Now McKinnon's got it. Got Bray with her, 2-on-1. McKinnon to Bray. Back to McKinnon through her skates. Can't quite control that pass. Donaldson sends one towards the net. Deflects up. Cleared away by Barrie. Now Barrie with a 2-on-3 here. Severn with a shot. Glove down by Ildir. That puck was probably headed wide. More of a face-off in the Nepean zone. OWHL up ahead, out of the reach of Hollingsworth. Barrie coming back the other way. Houston picks it up. OWHL in the corner now. Her pass gets through some sticks towards Houston. Barrie sending it back into the zone. Now Longo picks up the loose puck. Ahead to Hollingsworth. Hollingsworth tries to flip it cross ice to Houston. Gets picked off by some Barrie defenders. Longo skate, she kicks it over to Hollingsworth. Longo puts a stick on that over to Hollingsworth. Hollingsworth pinned against the boards, gets it back to Longo. Longo now behind her own net. Flips it forward towards McKay. McKay's got a bit of space, skates it out of the zone, sends it cross ice to Hollingsworth. Hollingsworth brings it into the zone. Takes a shot, turned away by Isidore. Puck comes out of the zone. Cross ice. Jones gets there first for the Wildcats. Jones behind her own net now. Sends it back towards Viel. Viel. McKay. McKay tries to get it across to O'Connor. Finally gets it. O'Connor works it back to Jones. Jones now. Bray. Bray flips it forward. Gardner picks it up. Gardner in the corner. Centering pass to Bray, one-timer. Hit a Barrie player. Donaldson picks up the rebound. Her shot hits another Barrie player. Allen tried to keep that into the skate. Bounced through. Donaldson now sends it in deep. After the Wildcats get back onside. Mullen in on the forecheck. Barrie trying to work it around the boards. Bray lugs that down to keep it in. Donaldson now, cross center into the zone. Stops up, drops it off for McKinnon. Barrie just gets it off, that deflects off of Gibbs' stick, so icing waved off here. Barrie plays it back to blue line. Crosgrave sends it cross ice. Loose puck picked up by McKinnon now, she's got some room. McKinnon through the middle. McKinnon on the outside, backhands it right through. Bray unable to get tied up on that centering pass. Barrie coming back the other way now. Keller defended by Mulvihill. Loose puck picked up by McKinnon. She sends it over towards Bray. Barrie will get there first. Meta with the puck up through the middle. Deflected in. Hildeer will just cover that up. We'll have a face-off in the Nepean zone here. 8:06 to go in this opening period. Face-off won by Nepean. Francis gets a hold of it and flips it up into the rafters. I'll do that again. Looks like the puck's out of play. Referee's grabbing another one. Face-off on by Nepean. Francis with it again. Longo now. Has it taken away. Puck ends up on net. Hildeer covering that up for another face-off. Nepean wins the face-off once again. Francis tries to get to Longo. Longo now pulls it away from the boards. Tries to move it forward. It comes out. Oh, referee say it didn't come out, but it looked like it did. Francis ahead to Houston now. Houston 1-on-2, trying to go through the defenders. Doesn't work. Jones with it now. Jones tried to get it through to Houston. Goalie's going to play it. No icing. Houston gets there. Sador plays it along the boards. Biel trying to pinch in to keep it in. She does. Now Houston in the corner. Works it along the boards the other way. And there for Nepean. Barrie sends it across. Brumwell now. 1-on-1 against Biel. Brumwell behind the net. Gets it out to the point. Long shot. Deflects wide. Barrie gets control of the bouncing puck once again. Nice shot, blocked. Barrie with some pressure here, centering pass now. Jones gets a stick on it, gets it out of the zone. Ends up on McKay's stick now. Can't quite handle the bouncing puck. Connor flips it off the boards towards McKay. Goes into Barrie in. They'll pick it up. Wildcats change. Cross ice pass just out of reach. Donaldson with a one-timer right back to McMullen. McMullen now 1-on-3. She'll circle around. Dropped it to McKinnon. She gets tripped. No call at all. Wow. David McKinnon just gets her feet taken out from under her. McMullen along the boards up to McKinnon now. McKinnon works it forward. McMullen gets it over to Bray. Whoa! Call that offside.
Why is it today? That's my hair. Spoil the box. That's what offside.
Face off the neutral zone coming up. Francis whiffs on the first pass, gets the second one into the zone. Mulvihill ahead towards McMullen. She drops it off to McKinnon. McKinnon on the wide side. Takes a shot. Goes wide. Longo tries to keep it in and does. Now Barrie gets it out of the zone. McKinnon to Longo. Longo in the middle now. Shot deflects towards the net. Turned away by Sador. Barrie in the corner. Hollingsworth picks it up over to Houston, off her skates. She gets it back, tries to get to Hollingsworth. Can't quite control the bouncing puck. Longo on the forecheck, gets a hold of it. Has it taken away, it comes out of the zone. Houston pushes it back to Jones. Jones over to Viel. Viel back to Jones. Through the middle, hits Houston. Houston now taking her time at the blue line, sends a shot towards the net. Save made, puck still loose. O'Connor tied up, unable to get anything on that rebound. Barrie comes back the other way. Harbeck with it. Cutting to the middle. Stopped up by Houston. Donaldson now plays it forward towards O'Connor. Gardner picks it up. Gardner into the corner now. Gardner on her backhand through the middle. Drops off to Donaldson. One-timer shot. Deflects towards the net. Hits a couple of players and doesn't get there. Barrie clears it out now. Wallace gets the shot off. Save made by Eldir. Dion with it now for Barrie. Into the corner. Runs into her own player. Barrie maintains possession out of the corner. Nice shot blocked by O'Connor. O'Connor skates to the back of her net. Ahead towards Gardner. Barrie sends it right back in. Gibbs with it now. Over to Gardner. Gardner. Pass. Kept in by Barrie. Now it comes out of the zone. Gardner on the forecheck. Swanson with it. Her pass. Off of McMullen's skates. The puck comes out. Elaine McMullen gets a hold of it now. Works it back to Donaldson. Donaldson towards McKinnon. McKinnon now along the boards. Sends it on net. Turned away by Sador. Barrie coming back the other way now. Long shot. Pad save by Eldir. Francis deflects that pass into the corner. Barrie maintains possession though. Out to the blue line. Charette sends it towards the net. Deflects into the corner. McMullen going after it. She deflects it to herself. Bouncing puck ends up on it. Barrie skate, the stick, shot. Goes on net. Eldir with the save, the rebound. Good chance for Barrie. They're able to control it though. Now McKinnon just flips it over the glass and out. A little face off in the Nepean zone. 2:03 to go in this opening period. Still no score. Game 2 of this championship weekend. Key game for both teams, losing yesterday. Both need this win to stay alive with hopes of playing on Sunday. The puck gets through to Houston, one-on-one. Cuts through to the middle, gets the puck knocked away. Gets it back though. Houston sends it towards the net, deflected by Longo. Sador there to make the save. Jones with the puck to the blue line now. Her shot towards the net, deflects wide. Viel tries to keep it in, comes out. Barrie in towards the middle. Gets a shot off, rebound. Eldir there to make the save. She covers it up in the crease. Couple good saves by Sarah there. Face-off controlled by the Sharks. That shot got through the crowd. Eldir able to see it the last second. Squeezed the puck for the save. sends it off the glass. Knocked down by Barrie. Gardner picks it up. Gets past one defender. Loses the puck though. Away in towards the net. 2-on-2 here. Mulvihill and Francis back to defend. Severn takes a long shot. Glove down by Deer. 37.8 seconds to go in this first period. Quick shot off the face-off. Pad save made by Eldeer. Barrie now trying to get it out. Kept in by the Sharks. Into the corner. McKinnon going after it. She gets pinned. McMullen picks up the puck. Spins away from the defender. Works it up the boards towards McKinnon. Barrie sending it back in behind the net. Mulvihill now with it. Mulvihill ahead to Barrie. Barrie's got space. She works it towards McMullen. McMullen deflects it between her legs into the zone. 5 seconds left. Cosgrave's got it for Barrie. McKinnon picks up the puck. And that'll do it for the first period. No score after one. We'll be back in about 12 minutes after the flood. We're back at Chesswood Arena here for Game 2 of the OWHL U22 Elite Championship weekend. No score after one between the Barrie Sharks and the Nepean Wildcats. Second period about to get underway in just over 30 seconds. Off one by Barrie. Ball deflected into the zone. Gibbs goes after it for the Wildcats. Gibbs plays up along the wall. Donaldson picks it up. Still got on our stick. Donaldson now in the corner. Battling with McMullen. McMullen tries to drag it out. She spins away from the forechecker. Gets it ahead towards McKinnon. McKinnon picks it up from her feet. Gets it across the Barrie. Barrie in along the wing now. Centers it. McKinnon with a shot save made by Sador. McMullen picks up that puck now. McMullen surveying the situation. Second round. Works it back. Gets it to Barrie. Barrie along the boards down to McMullen in the corner. McMullen to McKinnon. Plays it off for skate. Puck rims around the board. Gibbs goes into pinch. Puck comes out. McKinnon now. Settles it down. Gets it back to Mulvihill. Mulvihill ahead. Towards McMullen. Icing waved off. Houston now from the corner. Works it back out to Mulvihill. Quick shot. Is turned away by Sador. Hollingsworth in the corner. Gets pinned. Barrie gets possession. They go cross ice. Cross center and dump it in deep. Francis going backcourt for the Wildcats. Eldeer stops it up for her. Francis works it over to Houston. Houston cross ice. Hits Hollingsworth. Hollingsworth cross center. Her pass goes into the skates of Meta. Now Mulvihill chipping that puck forward and it goes over the glass. Well, a face-off in the Barrie zone. Deflects into the mesh. Let's do it again. Trying to get the puck back to Houston. Picked up by McKay. For Sharks, sent in deep. Gildeer stops it up and goes past the stick. Sharks recover it. Now Francis gets a piece of it. Tries to get it out. Collins with a big pass here. Shot from the point. Barrie. Gildeer there to make a good save. Barrie wins the faceoff right in front, gets a shot on that right away. Wildcats win the faceoff. Jones with VL. McKay, her pass across to O'Connor. Behind her, gets down to the zone. Barrie back in, that shot goes wide. Kept in at the blue line by Conrad. McKay battles along the boards now. VL backhands it over towards Jones. Jones flips it forward, hits the mesh. Another face-off in the Wildcat zone. Face-off won by Barrie. Send in towards the net, goes wide. VL goes after it. Tries to clear out, kept in by Barrie. That shot hits a body on the way to the net. Rebound shot, straight away, a block out, saved by Eldier. Rebound goes high on a second attempt from Barrie. Now loose puck on the net. Comes out, McKinnon goes after it, and we get a whistle. I think the net is off the moorings here. Mullen in up the dot. Barrie able to get a shot out. Another shot towards the net through traffic. Deflects wide. Offside pass. Misses. Now coming the other way. Bray gets into McKinnon. McKinnon has the puck taken away from her. Barrie sends it back the other way. BL behind the net. Works over to Jones. Jones deflects it forward. Now backhands it over to BL. BL up along the boards to Bray. Bray keeps it, cuts to the middle, gets over the blue line, takes a shot, glove down by Sador. Oh, the face-off in the Sharks zone. Wildcats win the faceoff. O'Connor with it in the corner. O'Connor works it behind the net. Gardner goes after it. Sharks get it out of the zone. Donaldson picks it up, sends it right back in. Gets past the door in the corner. McKay going after it for the Wildcats. Barrie getting out one-on-one here. Gibbs back to defend. Gibbs going after that puck now. Works up along the boards towards Gardner. Connor now comes away with it, flips it ahead to McKay. McKay along the boards. Has it knocked away. Barrie centering it. They maintain possession. On the boards, sending it through the middle, knocked down by Gardner. Now Gibbs finally gets it out of the zone off the boards. But Sharks will come back in with it. And I think we've got an offsides call here. Longo wins it back for Francis. Francis pass hits the Sharks skate. The Sharks flip it in. Eldier plays it to Mulvihill. Mulvihill now centering pass. It's to Hollingsworth on the wing. Hollingsworth now tries his toe drag. Loses it. Longo coming in to help out on the corner. Barrie working out of the zone. Wildcats getting it back though. Houston tries to go through a player. Loses the puck. Picked up by Mulvihill now. Mulvihill has it taken away. Hollingsworth gets past one player, gets across the blue line, centers it. Goes through some skates. Mulvihill now sending it in the corner. Flipped out of the zone. We got a breakaway from McKay here. Backhand. Flips it out, get out of play. Woodford's own face-off coming up.
She says, like, I'm just going to drink. She did it for you, too.
And I was like,
Bray knocks that down, kicks it to herself. Bray in along the wing here. That's to the middle. Shot just goes over the net. Centering pass hits a player on the way there. Barrie tries to clear it out. Kept in by Viel. Viel's shot hits a player. Sharks clear out of the zone. Jones picks it up off the wall. Jones tries to get it to McMullen. Barrie sending it the other way. Icing the call here. Gardner kicks that one, knocks it loose now, goes after it in the corner with O'Connor. Gardner comes away with it, has it knocked away. McKay in front, battling for it. Kept in by Donaldson at the blue line. She sends it into the corner. It bounces towards the middle. O'Connor picks it up. She sends it back to Donaldson. Gets past her at the blue line. McKellar's got a breakaway. Save made by Eldeer with the blocker. We got a penalty coming up here, I think. It's like slashing the call. Nula Gibbs going to the box for the Wildcats. Barrie working the puck around the outside here.
yep.
Behind the net. Mulvihill goes after it. Barrie gets it back. Barrie cycling it along the boards in the corner. Out to De Silva. He takes a shot. That goes wide. Kept in at the blue line. Now kicked forward by Longo. Comes out. Mulvihill picks up the puck. She's in alone, in tight. Mulvihill in the backhand. Save made by Zador. Sharks control the face-off. Sharks send it in deep. Gale goes after it. Sharks get possession out to the center of the blue line. Now from the circle, shot on, save made by Aldir. Wrapper on attempt. Puck loose in front. Get it out of the way for a moment by Nepean. Now a shot blocked by Jones. Sharks get it back up to the blue line. Charette over to the wing. One-timer shot goes off the side of the net. From the corner. Charette with it. Now the net is off, and they're still playing. That shot saved by Aldir. 19 seconds left in the power play. And I'll put the net back on the morning. So. Francis sends it out along the boards, kept in by Barrie. All right. Off-boards, quick shot. Rebound comes out. Aldir gets a stick on it. Francis picks it up, and she backhands it out. A length of the ice. Nice play by Rio. As we're back to even strength now. Getting on the forecheck. Barrie with the puck behind their own net here, trying to get out to the wing. Kept in by McKinnon. She sends it towards the net. Barrie controls it, gets it out. Donaldson, though, gets it back, sends it back into the zone. Wildcats offside there. Mullen knocks that puck free into the corner. She chases after it. Played along the boards by Barrie. Jones in on the pinch. Works it back behind the net. McMullen trying to center it. Hits a Barrie skates on the way. McMullen trying to get it back now. She does. Makes a move on her backhand. Shot doesn't get through. Barrie able to clear out of harm's way. Jones goes back for it for the Wildcats. Jones changes directions from the corner. Up ahead. Tries to get to McMullen. Bounces off her stick. Barrie sends it back the other way. Bray there with it now. Bray ahead. That puck bounce over McKinnon's stick. Barrie regroups in their own zone. In the middle, shot by Barrie. Hits a player in front. Rovier trying to find it. Comes loose into the corner. McKay plays it forward. It flects off of Connor's stick out of the zone. But Barrie regains possession. They'll send it in deep. Connor trying to get a hold of it in the corner. Bounces to a Barrie player. Takes a quick shot. Save made by Rovier. Meta beats it into the blue line. Now OWHL jumps in on it. She comes in tight. Tries to get a shot. Kicked away by Sedora. McKay along the boards. Helped by Gardner now. Puck comes out the middle. Barrie picks it up. They'll come the other way with it. Silva down the left side. Tries to get towards the net. Side of the net. Connor picks it up. She comes it off the boards. Kept in by Osgrave. Her shot blocked by Gardner. Now loose puck. Gibbs tries to play it. Had her stick lifted. Barrie gets possession back. Sent towards the net off the skate. Goes through towards the boards. Gardner gets it out of the zone. Barrie maintains possession now. Regrouping in their own end. Garrett across the middle. Flips it towards the net. Aldir covers it up for a face-off. 8:53 to go in this second period. Over halfway through this game. Wildcats down 1-0 against the Barrie Sharks. Rebound attempt. Ends up on net. Stopped up by Sedora. The puck comes out. Wallace with it for Barrie. Centering pass to Brumwell. He takes a shot. Blocker save made by Eldir. Donaldson sends it out of harm's way into the corner. Now Houston goes after it. Barrie sends it back in. Eldir plays it behind the net to Gibbs. Gibbs up ahead off the boards. Off of Barrie's skate. Tries to get it back. Longo picks it up now. Longo spinning in the corner. Trying to play it ahead. Gibbs will pick up the loose puck. Sends it towards Houston. It's behind her. Now Longo picks up the bouncing puck and tight takes a shot, goes wide. Houston just stopping up that pass. Barrie coming the other way though. Barrie into the corner. Trying to center it. Backhand shot off the side of the net. Picked up. Rebound picked up by VL. Hollingsworth over to Houston. Houston now sends it into the corner. Goes after it herself. Behind the net, McKinnon with it. McKinnon out to VL. VL takes a shot. That sails high. Behind the net, Barrie with the puck. Trying to get it out to the corner. Dion with it. Sends it up the middle. Send it off the boards deep. Jones will go back for it for the Wildcats. Jones behind her own net. Skates forward. She's got some space. Cuts to the outside. Jones over center. Into the zone. Puts it in behind the net. McKinnon there to stop it up along the board. McKinnon cutting towards the middle. Gets stopped up behind the net. Puck's at her feet now. Referees will blow that one down for a face-off. Just under 7 minutes to go in the second period. McKinnon at the face-off shot for the Wildcats. Barrie controls it, trying to get it out. Hits a player. OWHL picks it up outside the blue line and skates it in. Centering pass deflected away by Barrie. Bray takes a swing at the bouncing puck. No, Barrie coming the other way. Knocked down by McKinnon out of the air. Bray now gets the loose puck out of the zone. Tries to get it across to Mullen. Francis picks it up. Centering it to Bray. Bray the backhand on target. But Sador able to glove that down. We've got a penalty here, roughing. Call. Barrie going to the box, number 15, 6:22 to go. First power play coming up for the Wildcats here. Willard goes to the box for the Sharks. Wildcats win the faceoff. VL over to Connor. Connor back to VL. Houston on the sidewall. Houston makes a move. Cuts back again. To the middle. Houston shoots it towards the net. Puck bounces loose. Rebound. Puck still loose. Barrie now clears it out of the way. Down the ice. And we've got a penalty coming up here. Interference and roughing. Two penalties coming up here. So maybe offsetting penalties. Jaylee McKinnon going to the box for interference. Roughing also being called against Barrie. So offsetting penalties. Wildcats will stay on the power play here for another minute 37. Still 5-on-4.
It's even. No. It's even. The puck is slugged in this end. Let's go.
Face-off being brought down to the Nepean zone. Slight discussion about it down here.
Puck is not stopped in the zone over there. Come on, wake up.
It's okay. I don't know. She's talking to me. No, but I just like yeah, but I just like that she's talking to me.
Well, to be fair,
I'm just
very
Incompetent.
Puck was not deep in the zone.
After the discussion, looks like face-off is going to happen in the Nepean zone.
Go ref! Go ref!
Face-off won by Nepean. Jones took the puck behind the net. Skates out to her right. Jones back to the middle. Now up ahead to Viel. Viel across the blue line. Stops up, drops it back to Hollingsworth. Hollingsworth has it knocked away, but Jones gets it back. Jones to Hollingsworth. Hollingsworth over to Houston. Houston from the side. Gives it to Viel. Viel at the blue line. Surveying. Takes a shot, goes wide. Jones picks up the rebound along the boards. Jones skates to the middle. Over to Viel. Viel back to Jones. Jones over to Houston. Houston skates to the middle. Gets it out of Viel's reach. Hollingsworth and Connor trying to help out Viel to get it back. Viel gets a piece of it. Gets out to Houston. Houston over to Jones. Jones back to Houston. She plays it off her skate. Her shot hits a couple of bodies on the way. Penalty coming up to Barrie. Houston with a shot, score! Maggie Houston with the goal to tie things up here. With 30 seconds left, and I think the Wildcats will stay on the power play because there was a delayed call. And it's 1-1. Was there a delayed penalty? Yeah. Yeah. So delayed penalty when the Wildcats scored. The Wildcats will start a new power play here. The two offsetting penalties have not expired yet either, so they will stay in the box. They should stay in the box. I think a refreshed 2-minute power play coming up now for the Wildcats. There we go. 5-on-4 again for the Wildcats here. Face-off went back to the Barrie zone. They get a piece of it. Mulvihill picking up that clearing attempt. Over to McMullen. McMullen now into the zone. McMullen tries to get it back out. Mulvihill picks it up. She plays it down along the boards towards Longo. Bray will pick that up in the corner now. Bray out to McMullen. McMullen over to Jones. Jones comes out of the corner with it. Gets it out to Mulvihill at the top. She sends it over to McMullen. Her shot goes over the net off a glass. Rebound comes back out to Jones. Jones over to Longo. Her shot goes wide. Mulvihill picks that up at the blue line. She skates in towards the net. Drops it off to McMullen. McMullen back to Mulvihill. She tries a one-timer. Gets by her. And Stark's able to clear it out the length of the ice. Wildeer stopping it up behind the net. McMullen picking it up. McMullen drops it off to Mulvihill. Mulvihill cross center and into the zone. Sends it back to Barrie. Barrie cuts to the middle. There's shot. Hits a couple of sticks and deflects over the net. Behind the net now. Mulvihill comes out with it. Sends it through the crease. Donaldson picking it up. Donaldson works it along the boards. Longo leaves it for O'Connor. O'Connor now out to VL at the blue line. VL from the sidewall. Back to Donaldson. Donaldson over to VL. VL spins away. Works it back up to the top to Donaldson. Donaldson back to VL. Her shot misses wide. Along the boards, Donaldson keeps it in. Donaldson down to Houston. Houston drops it back to Hollingsworth. Her shot on net. Saved by Sador. No rebound. 12 seconds left in this power play. The offsetting penalties expire now, so McKinnon comes out of the box for the Wildcats. She will go straight onto the ice to join her teammates for these final seconds of this power play. Houston with the puck over to VL. Back to Houston. Back to VL. Back to Houston. She tries to hit McKinnon on the back door. McKinnon gets held up there as the puck comes out of the zone. Charette one-on-one with VL. Goes to her backhand. Centers it. Puck goes just wide. Kept in by Cosgrave. A couple times now. Cosgrave cutting in tight on her backhand. Sends it on net. Gildeer there to make the save. Kept in just by Barrie. Mulvihill now into behind her net. Head towards McKay. Gets past her, but it gets out of the zone. Longo kicks it forward. He gets it in deep. Gardner goes after it. Barrie out through the middle now. Francis defending. Gets a stick on that puck. Barrie will send it in towards the net. Gildeer gloves it right back to Francis. Francis ahead to Gardner. Gardner's pass out of reach of Longo. Barrie comes back the other way. McKay knocks that pass down. McKay flips it forward. Oh, Wildcats offside. Clearing pass hitting the referee. McKay now trying to knock it forward. Starts to pick it up. Long shot into the body. Gildeer stops that. Covers up the rebound. McMullen gets a pass. Tries to work it forward, has it knocked away. McMullen out. Head to McKinnon. McKinnon drops it back. McMullen, one-timer shot on time. On target, I should say. Rebound controlled by Nepean, though, after Sador's save. Gives over to Donaldson. Donaldson sends it towards the net. Deflects wide into the corner. McMullen there to pick it up. McMullen still with it. Makes a little move. Deflects it backhanded towards the center of the ice. No one there for Nepean. And the Sharks send it the other way. No Deer will cover that up for a defensive zone face-off. Whistle there. They didn't quite have the puck, but I'll do this again. 59 and a half seconds left in this period. Face off controlled by Barrie. They send it behind the net. Deflects back in front. Gildeer covering that up. the pad and stops it up. Covers it up. Face-off controlled by Nepean now. Jones with it behind her net. Jones gets away, drops it back towards VL. VL behind the net. Works it back to Jones. Jones got some space here. Cuts to the middle. It goes through O'Connor's skates. Hollingsworth gets a piece of it. Now O'Connor comes through to pick it up. She has it knocked away. Barrie flips it out of the zone. Jones goes back for it. Icing will be the call. 19.3 seconds left. The Wildcats with the offensive zone face-off here. Charlie O'Connor taking the face-off. Kept in by Jones at the blue line. 12 seconds left. Houston works it in deep. Connor trying to get after it. Along the boards, VL stops it up. She sends it back. Centering pass from Hollingsworth goes right through. Jones tries the last second shot. It's Cosgrave in the knee. And that'll do it for that period. Wildcats tied up 1-1. We'll be back after the flood in about 12 minutes. McKinnon through the middle. McKinnon drops it back to Barrie. Quick shot over the net. McMullen tries to get to McKinnon. Barrie with it now in the middle. Throwing it out. Donaldson. Up ahead to McMullen. Gets it back. Keep working it forward. Barrie getting out of the zone. Houston with it now. Works it across the mobile. Francis now. Sends it across ice. Then deep. Longo on the boards. Houston hits it into the bench. Face off to the left of Ildir. Hill in the corner, back to Francis. Francis ahead to Hollingsworth. Hollingsworth off the boards, trying to get to Houston. Stopped up by Barrie defender. Hill back in her own zone now. Spins away from the forechecker. Gets it ahead to Longo. Longo gets it out of the zone. Houston along the boards. Skates it back. Hangs on to it. Flips it towards Hollingsworth. Hollingsworth sends it forward into the zone. Wildcats offside. Get back onside though. VL now. Trying to keep it in. Gives it back to Jones. Jones in her own zone. Ahead to O'Connor. O'Connor into the zone. Tries to get it to McKay. Picked off by Keller for the Sharks. Behind the net, Gardner on the forecheck. Sharks look across ice. Get out of the zone. Centering pass to Keller. Her shot on target. Save made by Ildir. O'Connor there to pick up the rebound. Flips it ahead to Gardner. Gardner now tries to hit McKay. McKay to Gardner. Barrie sends it in deep behind the net. VL there to pick it up. VL off the boards towards McMullen. Picked up by the Sharks. That shot kicked away by Ildir. Gardner takes the rebound, tries to get it out. Kept in by Barrie. A long shot from the blue line, stopped up by Ildir. Face off in the Wildcat zone coming up. Gibbs sends it hard along the boards. Gets it out, trying to put McKinnon up by the Sharks, though, and they'll flip it back into the zone. Donaldson with it now, over to Gibbs. Gibbs along the boards of Bray, who spins and sends it in deep. Sidor stops it up for Cosgrave. McKinnon picks that off in the corner. McKinnon now gets it to McMullen. She finds Gibbs. Gibbs in the middle. Her shot gloved down by Sidor. Puck still loose in front. Lots of players on the ice now. The refs will blow that down. Gibbs with a good chance there. Up saved by Sidor. And then just Melee trying to get after the loose puck. Barrie controls the face-off. Longo, though, in on the corner, trying to pick up the puck. Still working at it. Taken away by Houston. Francis' shot goes wide. Barrie will skate it out now. Flip it down the ice. Along the boards. Houston gathers it. Puts it forward to Hollingsworth. She does a good job knocking that down the air. Takes a shot that goes wide. Mohill picks it up along the boards. No, gets by her. Sharks now coming the other way. Long shot. Misses wide. Francis knocks that puck loose. Meadow will go after it for the Sharks. Meadow coming through the middle. Francis there. Pick it up, flips it out of his own pass. Swanson. Houston now. Has the bouncy puck in tight. Just held on the way to the net. No call. She gets dragged down. And the puck flips over the net. Sharks flip it the length of the ice on net. Yildirim will stop that up. Oh, face off in the Wildcat zone. Jones with the puck behind the net now. Skates into the corner. Still got it. Jones, long pass hits Gardner's stick and deflects into the corner. Gardner goes after it behind the net. She gets pinned. McKay in to help. Sharks come away with it. Get it off the boards out of the zone and send it in deep. It should be icing, and it is, as Jones gets to the hash marks first. 15:01 to go. Third period. Still tied up at 1. Yell with the puck to the blue line. Tries to send a shot in. Gets blocked. Sharks get it out. Jones goes back for it. Jones turns, looks up, cuts towards the middle. Gets past another player across middle. Takes a long shot, glove down by Sidor. McKinnon with a quick shot. Save made by Sidor. Puck still loose in the corner now. Barrie able to find it. Picked up by McKinnon along the wall. She changes direction, sends it behind the net. Barrie now will flip it deep. Gets past Donaldson. Gibbs goes after it. That'll be icing against the Sharks. down by Longo. Longo in the corner now. Charette tries to center it, no one there for the Wildcats. Puck goes off the board. Barrie clears it out. Donaldson stops that pass and gets it to Houston. Houston ahead through the middle, just out of Longo's reach. And that will be icing for the Wildcats. Wildcats win the puck back in the corner. Can't maintain possession though. Sharks get it back through the middle. Hollingsworth gets the puck back into the Wildcat zone though. Now Houston trying to kick it out. Longo manages to kick it out of the zone. Back in off a Severin skate. Gibbs over to Donaldson. Donaldson gets it back off the wall. Saucers a pass towards O'Connor. Gets a piece of it. But Sharks able to come back the other way now. Wildcats going to get a penalty here. Too many players.
6.
The Sharks will go to the power play here. Able to get it out off of Connor with a tip, sending it deep upon her on the forecheck here. Barrie sets up their breakout on this power play. Severin comes in front, puck goes through the crease, that shot goes wide. Good chance for Barrie there. Now Severin from the top, her shot goes over the net. Rebound out to the right. Francis clears it through the crease across the other side, kept in by Severin now at the blue line. Francis now battling forward behind the net. Wallace with it for Sharks. Now still played by Francis. Sharks keep it in. Severin loses the handle. Mulvihill gets it to McKinnon. McKinnon in. Drops it off for McMullen. Oh, she can't find it. And now Sharks with way too many players on the ice. Oh. Sharks get away with one on there.
It was just a line change. Nobody touched.
Yell knocks that puck loose. Tripping call now coming against the Wildcats. Longo going to the bench in the box. Five on three now for 33 seconds. Faceoff goes in the corner. VL battling for it for the Wildcats. Barrie comes away with it. McMullen trying to knock it free. Keller with it, sends it behind the net. Barrie with control now. Out to the top, Keller. Quick shot on net. Eldier with the save. And the rebound covered up. Face-off controlled by Barrie. Keller now. The puck. One-timer shot on target. Save made by Eldier. Biel trying to get to the puck on the boards. Can't clear it out. Through the middle, bouncing puck now. Houston picks it up. Houston with some speed across the middle, gets past Meta. Houston in tight. Save made by Sador. Barrie now coming back the other way. Still a little over a minute left in the power play. Houston gets it, flips it ahead to Hollingsworth. It bounces over her stick. Sador comes out to play it. Hollingsworth on a forecheck. Sador works it around behind the net on the boards. Barrie going the other way. Now Houston will pick it up again. Francis will pick up the puck and just send it in deep behind the net. It bounces off the back of the match. 34 seconds left in the power play. Sharks now with it, coming out of their zone. Sharks get it in deep. Donaldson goes after it. Plays it along the boards. Kept in by Barrie. Connor almost able to get it out. Kept in by Barrie at the blue line. Burnwell tries to center it. McKinnon there. Loose puck now in front though. Backhanded away. Picked up by Barrie. That shot goes just wide and high. 4 seconds left now. Barrie letting out a power play shot. They score. From the blue line. Make it 2-1. 9:52 to go. Third period. Gibbs off the boards. Plays it out of the zone. Picked up by Barrie. Houston deflects that pass over to Hollingsworth. Hollingsworth now hits Houston into the zone. She takes a shot that goes off of Sador's glove and over the net. Gibbs now from the blue line. Cross to Mulvihill. Mulvihill takes a shot on the ice. Pad saved by Sador. Rebound controlled by Barrie. They flip it ahead and out. Swanson goes after it. Gibbs with her. Gibbs gets a good first and plays it up along the boards. Now Houston spins away from the defender from the corner. Houston sends it ahead to Longo. Longo across the blue line. Longo into the corner. Behind the net. Longo drops off to McKinnon. McKinnon now in deep. She gets hauled down. That's a penalty. As McKinnon gets wrangled down to the ice. We'll get a hold or something, a hook. The Wildcats go to the power play here with 8:56 left in the third.
On, Mikey, be on the ball. Gotta be on the ball, guys.
Face off, won by Barrie. They'll send it the length of the ice. Hildeer stops it up for Mulvihill. Mulvihill over to Jones. Jones ahead across center. Across the blue line. Helped out by Bray. Now Longo and McMullen battling for it. Jones with it behind the net now. Jones goes to her left. Ahead to McMullen. McMullen over to Bray. Bray loses it. And the Sharks send it the length of the ice. Hildeer stops it up for Jones. Mulvihill comes in to pick it up. Mulvihill through center. Over to Hollingsworth. Hollingsworth to the middle. It's on her forehand. Across to Mulvihill, goes off her skate. Knocked out of the zone by Barrie. Mulvihill's pass deflected away. O'Connor now. 20 seconds left in the power play. Puck comes out of the zone. VL works it across to Houston. Houston skates to the middle. Houston drops it off for Hollingsworth. Hollingsworth to the middle. Back to Houston. There's shot. Back to even strength now. Houston plays it over to VL. VL cuts back to it. Shot. This goes, misses the corner. Barrie sends it down the ice. They'll get there first. Centering pass goes off a few skates. Over to the boards now. Meta with it. Meta from the middle. Sends it towards the net. Picked up by VL. She plays it off the boards. Kept in again by Meta. Back behind the net again. VL going after the board. Steldier with a poke check. Puck ends up in the crease. O'Connor picking up the rebound now. Spinning away a couple times. Now pinned in the corner. Bray able to come in and get the puck. Barrie sends it back in the opposite corner. 6 minutes left. Steldier plays it to the opposite corner. Centered by Barrie. No one there. Francis for the Wildcats plays it back to Donaldson behind the net. Donaldson flips it out. Gardner knocks it down, keeps it on her stick, tries to get it forward. Now has it knocked away. A broken stick for Gardner. She'll head to the bench. Donaldson now backhands it over to Francis, up to Bray. Bray just gets it out. Wildcats going to be offside there. Longo picks up the puck. Enters the zone before McKinnon's able to come out. William McMullen at the dock for the Wildcats. Barrie controls the faceoff. Pass through the middle. Wallace. Can't hang on to the puck. That quick shot, save made by O'Dear, and the puck deflects over the net. Bray comes in to pick it up behind the net, tries to get ahead to McMullen. She hits McKinnon through the middle. McKinnon cuts back to the middle. Her shot and blocker save made by Sedora. Wildcats going after the rebound on the boards now. Bray in the corner. And McMullen. Bray comes out with it. Has it knocked away. Sharks try to clear it out. Kept in by Jones at the blue line. Jones from a sharp angle takes a shot. Puck. And save made by Sedora as the net comes off. .441 to go. Third period. Wildcats down by a goal. Sharks trying to clear it out, knocked down by Houston. Houston's pass hits Mulvihill in the skates. Sharks get it back into the zone. Mulvihill picks it up now. Her pass towards Hollingsworth. Doesn't connect. Sharks now back in their own zone. Sharks able to get it out of the zone. Mulvihill with it now. Over to O'Connor. O'Connor into the zone. Drops it off for Hollingsworth. Hollingsworth gets in tight. Can't get the shot off. VL picks it up right now. VL works it behind the net. Sharks pick it up. Hollingsworth picks up a pass in the middle. Second shot attempt. Glove down by Store. 3:48 left. battling in the corner. With McKinnon, long way Trent at it. McKinnon now knocks it forward. Puck comes towards the net. McMullen trying to get after it. Now McKinnon will send it along the boards behind the net. McMullen going after it. McMullen's going to get a penalty here now. Probably head contact. A little unfortunate, got kind of tied up. Hands up. 2 minutes, yeah. So, Wildcats have their work cut out for them here, down by 1 with 3:15 to go. Trying to kill a penalty now. Saved by Eldir, loose puck, covered up now. Houston able to finally get the puck out of the zone here for the Wildcats. Jones with it now. Up ahead to Hollingsworth. Hollingsworth across the blue line. Takes a shot, bad save made by Sador. Barrie controlled on the rebound. And they're out of the zone, 2-on-1 now. De Silva in. Gets past Jones. There's shot, save made by Eldir. Hollingsworth in the corner now. Off the glass, gets it out of the zone. High stick to call. This face-off should come down to, this is neutral zone. 39 seconds left in the power play. Barrie wins the face-off. Biel goes after it in the corner. Biel tries to get McKinnon past her. Sador comes up to play it. Her pass goes off her own player. Gets it back though. Barrie gets into the zone. In the corner, Barrie controlling the puck. Centering pass picked off by O'Connor. McKinnon now trying to get it in. O'Connor picks it back up. Back onside. Wildcats drops it off to McMullen in tight. O'Connor pretends it just goes wide. 1 minute left to go here. That's Chestwood. Houston with the puck now. Wildcats looking to tie it up. Empty net here. One-timer off. Blocked by Barrie. Kept in by Houston. Sends it towards the net. Hit the skate in front. Barrie gets a piece of it. Now send it the length of the ice. And that'll be icing. 45 seconds to go. Wildcats call timeout here. there for the Wildcats. On the dot. Puck's still sticking there. McKinnon able to get it out. Over to Jones. Jones takes a shot. Gets almost through. Rebound in front. Still loose. Players battling for it. Barrie trying to get it out. Into the corner now. Houston goes and picks it up. She works it over to Jones at the blue line. Jones takes a shot. Hits the skate. Block picked up by McKinnon. McKinnon sends it on net. Turned away by Sador. Sharks get it out of the zone. 15 seconds left. That'll do it. 3-1. Barrie with the empty netter.
Stay up, stay up. I'm here.
Barrie 3, Wildcats 1. Next game tomorrow at 2:30 against Etobicoke. See you then.